stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014. There's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. And beyond the 20, but not by much. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
Can't really hide him, but the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. This is Smith with a grab.
Down just a step, and if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Throwing is Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And pick up some ground, and they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Hurts fumbles it.
And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Throwing, Jones. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jones. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is incomplete.
If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not.
MetLife Stadium, the Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins.
Game of football, you get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Got a man, that's Richie James. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. James has got it. Complete.
And you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Gano's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3.
At the corner, defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Yeah, each and every time, won't you?
Second down, back to Sanders. Gets around him. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3.
The pass is sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. Jones signaling, let's go, trying to get his guys up to the line. Back to throw again. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one. Ouch. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the third quarter. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Here's Jones on first down. And down he goes. They facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Looking to throw. Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
It is not, and they certainly hope it's not a sign for the entire game because they know they've got to be able to sustain drives all the way through. Pick up those guys rushing the quarterback and give himself a chance.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
And move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point try, good by Gano. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Being chased at, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Put it, they certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Hurts fumbles it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be tackled at the 23. All right.
Big fella, get it to him. Let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And power running here down.
Took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
On 2nd and a yard. Jones flush to his right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down.
Just want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone. During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Gano's kick is good, and that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6.
And take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Bell on EA Sports. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. On a determined run there as he's going to take.
He stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
On 3rd down, they're running with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, 32 yards. yards. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So there you go. They needed a big play, and they got one there on the touchdown run.
And that was a very important drive. Of course, they all are when you're trailing in the second half. But what I really liked, they didn't pander later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
In order for them to try and snatch a victory.
An option handoff given to Sanders. And some solid footwork there. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on fourth down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's going to get the first down here in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down.
Received the protection he needs, and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The kick by Elliott is good. Well, I don't to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want to put?
Jones. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he has another. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. He's hit 3 times already, and this for the win. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway.
And get the energy back up and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Of course, the game can't end with a defensive penalty, so they'll get one more crack.
So now you get an untimed play, which should be the last one, unless it happens again and there's another defensive penalty.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though, a few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.